Recently, I connected with a lot of individuals from various backgrounds who have transitioned into product management from some ABC profile. So, this video will be dedicated and divided into two different parts where I would be first talking about people who transitioned in the same company, and then second, people who transitioned from A company to B company and from ABC profile to product management. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. If you are new to my channel, then click on the subscribe button. A lot of informative stuff is coming on. Let's start the video now. Transitioning from a different profile to product management in the same company is the most convenient way to transition into product management. Please listen to it very carefully. I connected with a lot of individuals who transitioned from some ABC profile into product management. There were a lot of challenges that those people face, and it is never an easy thing to do. So you have to be very careful when you're applying in the same company into a product manager or an associate product manager position. There can be certain instances where you will not be accepted as a product manager depending on your experience level, number of years of experience that you have, the designation that you have, the work that you're doing in the past, your current salary, and the salary available for the product manager role. So there are a lot of different factors that actually influence this decision. Also, your educational background is has a lot of dependency on the selection of the product manager role. So first, I'm going to talk about what can be the education benefits that you can see. First of all, if you are not a bachelor's in engineering or technology, or you are not an MBA, you should first of all try to do that because it makes you a strong fit for their profile. Even though MBA is not a mandatory option, but if you are competing with a whole bunch of people, then you should be able to stand out if you have an MBA. With MBA, you can show your credibility, you can show your skill set, whatever you have learned in an MBA. You can either do distance education of 2 years, 1 year, whatever program you like. You can do any of things. If you want more detailed information on MBA, then let me know in the comment section. I will create another little video on that. Now, coming back to the video, first of all, be bachelor's in technology or engineering or some bachelor's degree is required for any company and for any person to become a product manager. Second, MBA is an added advantage of becoming a product manager if you're applying in the same company. This is also dependent on the hiring manager if they want a candidate with MBA background or not. So this is totally dependent on the hiring manager. Most of the hiring managers look for an MBA candidate because of the experience and the education that those people have while doing their MBA. Distance education also works fine for doing MBA, and I think it brings a lot of new skill set as well where you can learn in the MBA. Now, second thing is there should be a lot of transferable skills in your current profile, then only it is easy for you to become a strong candidate for the product manager position. Transferable skills means communication skills should be good. You are able to execute things perfectly in your current role. Execution means either you are a software engineer, you are able to execute your ideas, you are able to break complex problems into simple solutions. You understand about user experience even if you are belonging to some different profile, or if you are a marketing professional, your communication skills are very good, but you should be able to communicate and work with the engineering team very effectively. So you should be a little bit good on the technical side. So these kind of profiles makes a very good fit for product manager position. I have seen a lot of people transitioning from software engineer to product manager and then business analyst to product manager roles because these roles are very close to product management. As a product manager, I also talk with engineering team. A lot of different discussions happen and most of them are technical discussions. So since based on my background in my education as well as based on my background, whatever work I've been doing, I am able to cater things very quickly and very easily. So I was a good fit for this role earlier as well. Now let's assume you fit all the bills perfectly and now there is an opening that is present in your organization. So one thing that I want to clarify here is if you're working in a service-based company, then you cannot transition into product management profile because these kind of roles does not exist in service-based companies of product manager. Exceptions can always be there, but in most of the service-based companies, product managers are not required because there is no product that they can work upon. Let me know in the comments if you have seen some product management service company, then it would be really good to connect with them. Now talking about the second thing here, companies should be hiring for the product manager role. You should be able to meet the basic education qualification criteria based on your education, your experience, and a lot of other things. You should be able to satisfy those. But I will still say go for that role, click on that apply button, or reach out to your manager in the current company so that you don't miss that chance. But you should be very careful when clicking on that apply button or talking to your HR internally. First of all, you should prepare yourself fully for the interview. You cannot break into product management one and before studying. It does not happen like that. There are a lot of skills that are required for becoming a product manager. It is not difficult, but it is not easy as well to break into product management. As a product manager, I read a lot of documents, a lot of related articles, a lot of YouTube videos I've seen before transitioning into product management. It was not an easy thing to do, honestly. Based on my experience that I was doing in the job earlier, I was able to execute things very properly, and also my education qualifications, my work experience, all of things perfectly aligned with the role what the hiring manager were looking for. And that is how I transitioned into product management. So now whenever you are fitting all the bills perfectly, you should prepare and you should start making connections with the product team. Understand what they are doing, what are their job responsibilities, and what they are working on the different features. If you're a software engineer, you should be also part of a Scrum team and you work with the product manager or product owner. Then you should try to make connection with them, understand what work they're doing, what challenges they face, and you should already have answers for those questions that can be asked in the interview. So try to make some connections, show your interest in the company, to your product, to the product team, to your engineering manager, because these people can help you easily transition into product management role. Why companies prefer internal employees to hire? Because a lot of investment is saved when they are looking for a resource from outside. A lot of energy is saved because you already know about the product, you already know about business of the company, so it is easy for the hiring manager to get you up to speed on product management profile. So this was an overall idea about the first part that we discussed, how you can transition in the same company. If you have any more questions, please tell me in the comments. I will try to clarify those as much as possible. Now let's move to the second part. When you are trying to break into product management and you are working in a service-based company or a company where product manager position does not exist, I will suggest you to keep working on that same company till the time you break into product management. If you are a fresher or you don't have any experience in the product management and you want to become a product manager and your company does not have that role open or they do not hire for product managers, then there is one thing that you should do, and these things always works perfectly fine. Always target startups who are hiring for the product manager position. For targeting those startups, your profile should be really good so that you can start getting the calls at entry level. For example, you should try for product analyst, you should try for associate product manager position, assistant product manager position. So whatever are the entry roles of product manager, you should try for that. You can also try for product manager position as a designation as well, but always try to target the startups, because those are the companies that take risk actually, and they can give an opportunity to start working in the product management. And I will say stick to that company for a while, learn all of the things that you can, because in startups growth is very high as compared to already grown companies. So you will learn a lot of things in product management. You will wear multiple hats. Now talking about people who face issues while when they don't receive any calls because there is a lot of competition in the market, and it is very difficult to stand out. Now how you can stand out? First of all, you should build a product portfolio that can help you stand out. I'm going to share the list of those product portfolios that you can create. So check the comments. I'm going to paste that link of my LinkedIn post where I'm going to mention whatever portfolios you can create. So first of all, talking about one simple scenario of a product portfolio is you can try to create case studies. You can pick any of your favorite apps. You can try to make some modifications in that. You can mention what is the problem statement you're going to solve and what is the actual problem that the current app is having and how it can be solved. Try to write a detailed case study and try to send those to different HRs or people in your connections who are looking for a product manager role. So this is the one of the most good way to break into product management, because you try to solve genuine problems that are existing in the world currently. Now you can also pick another of your favorite app. You can try to see what are the feedbacks, what are the lagging factors that are present in the app. With those things, you can then try to reach out to different hiring managers who are looking to hire different product managers, and also try to start posting things on your social media platforms, because LinkedIn gives a good visibility, and I've also attracted myself a lot of very good opportunities on LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn is basically a money making machine where you are going to attract a lot of recruiters if you are totally active on the social media. This is a very important thing that start posting daily, or whenever you can start posting things on LinkedIn, because your visibility gets very good in LinkedIn and you will attract a lot of different opportunities. Now, after talking about startups, it would be very difficult for a person who does not has any experience in product management and they're targeting good companies or big companies. The chances are very less, but if you still want to give it a try, then do it, because anything can happen in this world, and never give up. So you can also try for those roles as well, but one best thing is you should always try to go for startups, because you can get a chance quicker if you want. And if you can basically try going for big companies, it might or it will definitely take a lot of time for you to break into product management. It is not easy as well, because there are a lot of criteria and filters that those companies apply. Now, third thing would be resume shortlisting doesn't happen for you. If you want to learn more about that, I'm going to create another video. So if you have stayed this much, then definitely click on the subscribe button, because that video is going to be very important of breaking into product management, because the resume shortlisting is the very first process. So subscribe on the channel, and I'll meet you next time. Thank you, and have a good day.